YouTube, it's your boy Sean Mitra here with a brand new Pokemon video. This one is going to be Arceus EX Colbat. So basically, this deck is a house, but again, I don't think it's as strong as some of the other Arceus builds, mainly because you don't really have, if you get a bad lead, it can slow you down early on, and you can struggle to get back into the game if your opponent can outpace you. However, it is still a very, very good deck, especially if you don't own Dialga, and this can be played very well without Dialga, and it's still very top tier. Now, with that being said, let's go over the deck profile. So, as you know, or you may not know, Colbat is a stage 2 Pokemon, which means we need to take 2 turns to evolve into it. So for that, we play 2 Zubat and 2 Golbat to make it very consistent. On top of that, we're playing our Colbat with the ability that once per turn, if we have Arceus in play or Arceus, we can deal 30 damage to our opponent's active Pokemon. So if you've seen Greninja before, it kind of looks like that, but Greninja can damage the bench too, so it's a bit stronger in some other ways, but it does 10 more damage. Also, in addition to this pile, we also play Darkrai. So Darkrai, again, as you may know, Nightmare Aura does 20 damage each time a Darkness Energy is attached to it. And with 3 energy, it can attack for 80. So essentially, when you're putting your 3rd energy on Darkrai, you're going to swing for 100. So very, very strong in that department. On top of that, to support our lead, we're playing 2 copies of Druddigon, so this is a great early lead. And then 2 copies of Arceus to support our Zubat. So 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Pokemon Communication, 1 Giant Cape, and 2 Leaf, just in case we have to retreat early. Again, the downside is you don't have a ton of room. You can take out 1 Leaf for a Cyrus, which can be beneficial if they try to retreat out early. But this is the way we're playing it right now. Because again, we do lead the Darkrai, but we do have the Leaf. So again, drawing it to Leaf makes the Darkrai lead a little bit easier for us, a little bit less worse. Again, ideally you want to lead Druddigon, but Darkrai would probably be the 2nd best lead. Alright, so he's leading Arceus, which isn't very good for him, but it's good for us because we can get to the Arceus pretty early. Again, optimally, you would want to play some Cyruses in this deck to help get that Arceus, force it back onto the active spot after damaging it early. Alright, so Pokeball here into Professor's Research, and he is just him, finds the double Pokeball into the Professor's Research, going first. Alright, he is on the Shaman. Now, if he sees double Shaman, this is going to be very annoying because he's going to be able to heal up quite consistently. Now, seeing the Golbat is preferable because we can't search that with a Pokeball. We can only search basics. Okay, so that's actually quite useful. Now, the question is, well, he can't attack with Arceus anyway. So I guess we can Leaf next turn, and it's not an issue if we want to do that. Okay, so we do see the Zubat. We'll go ahead and put down the Zubat so we can evolve next turn, just in case we do, in 2 turns, top deck the, we don't have Arceus yet, so we still need to top deck into Arceus and into the, Colbat. Alright, so what do we want to do? I don't think we need the Giant Cape yet. Just kind of pass for now. He does attach to Rocky. I don't think he had to do it just yet. Okay. Like I said, there was no need to do that yet, but hopefully we draw into the evolution soon. See a Pokeball, so that's going to guarantee us the Zubat. Well, not guarantee. I really hope we'd see an Arceus there, but we didn't. Alright, well, for now, I guess we'll put another one on Darkrai. We'll probably now throw down the Drud. Next turn, he heals. He heals up by 10, so that goes down to 100. Which we won't be able to one-shot it. Thinking whether I want to Leaf now. But it doesn't make sense because he can't attack anyway. Unless he has a Dawn, but then he put the energy on the back Arceus, so he's not going to be able to attack with this for a while. Doesn't really make sense for us to Leaf now. We're just going to chill. He might have a Leaf in hand, but he probably doesn't. Well, he might. He might if he wants to retreat into the second Arceus just to prevent this one from getting damaged. We're just gonna chill for now. Again, we don't lose to Sabrina, because we can always, if he wanted to Sabrina, we could Sabrina to Druddigon, which would be quite poor decision making by him, unless he feels like he wants to start attacking and he can't clear Darkrai. Okay. I kind of feel like he has a Leaf in hand. We could start attacking this, but if we Giant Cape, we go down to 140, which means Arceus cannot one-shot the Darkrai. But we do become vulnerable to a Cyrus, so we have to be careful with that. He's going to be able to have, if he has a Leaf, which I'm reading he might, he's going to Leaf into this. The question is, well, I guess we're still going to have to start attacking it, because we're going to eventually have to play the Cyrus anyway. Yeah. So I think we're going to have to Cape Darkrai now and start attacking. It's a little bit harder because we don't have room for Cyrus, so we can't force it out later. Yeah, so I think the only option is for us to attack now. I'm trying to save the other bench spot because we want to throw down Arceus later. It's kind of a shame that we haven't seen Arceus yet. Him healing can prevent us from attacking twice if he doesn't have a Leaf. But I'm trying to gauge the fact that he probably has Leaf in hand. If he's putting them all on the back end. Okay, so he doesn't. Okay, so what we can... Well, I mean, we can't attack with the Zubat won't kill it because he has the healing. If we kill him now, he's going to be able to one-shot us because he has the Rocky. Actually, well, no, because that still doesn't do it. Maybe we put down a Zubat. We retreat. Yeah, I think we have to do it this way. The question is, do I want to use the Leaf now? Well, this only has a retreat cost of 1, and I kind of want to keep the Darkrai online. So I think we will Leaf here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna Fragrant Flower Garden. Again, we want to pressure this Arceus. He can't Leaf now, and he has no cost, he has no ability to retreat on this. And if he Sabrina's, it's not going to help him. So we're not worried about a Sabrina here. But we don't want to attack with Darkrai, because otherwise the Rocky Helmet will kill it. On the next turn, he'll allow him to one-shot with the Arceus, which I don't want. Alright, now we see the Arceus, which is fine. I'm going to get another Golbat in rotation. We can actually start attacking, believe it or not. So what we can do is now we can Darkrai, take him out, and then start attacking again. And then if he brings in Arceus, we can retreat out the Golbat into Darkrai and begin to attack. If he retreats into Dialga, we may not want to do that though, because otherwise then he can retreat out Dialga and then hit with Arceus, so we don't want to necessarily do that yet. Okay, so in this case, I think we're still going to hit for the 40. Because if I retreat in the dark right now, he's going to stack the energy on Dialga and then attack us with Arceus. I could also retreat into Druddigon, I guess. But I don't think there's a need yet. He can't kill us unless he has... Even with a Giovanni, he's not going to be able to kill with the Dialga. He can only Metallic Turbo. So I don't think there's a reason to do it yet. Hopefully we see our Colbat soon. We have 7 cards in the deck. We still have a Professor's Research. We're in a winning spot right now. We could also opt to retreat into Druddigon, but I don't know if I want to do that because he has Shaman. But we're definitely in a winning position, I feel. He's just a bit slow to get going. I thought he had a leaf early on because he was stacking them on the back. So I thought he was trying to set us up to attack with the Arceus. That's why I was trying to play around leaf as hard as I could. Like I said with Pocket, you want to assume what your opponent's going to do. Like turns prior, you want to try to read their hand because that's how you're going to win. I learned that from Yu-Gi-Oh! The more you can play it like chess and set up for future turns and plan ahead, you're going to win a lot more consistently. Okay, sure. Our luck here is kind of unfortunate. Our luck here is kind of unfortunate, so... we can hit him for another 20. He burns for another 10. And then we just probably swing with the Golbat. We don't care if he gains a point. If he brings in Arceus and retreats out the Dialga, then that puts him in range. Yeah, that's fine, because then he can't one-shot us the next turn unless he has a Geo. So I still think this is the right play to do. We could lose the Golbat, and I think that's completely fine. Like I said, the only question in my mind was whether I wanted to retreat into a Giovanni. I mean, not into a Giovanni, retreat into a Druddigon. What the hell am I saying? Darkrai immediately. There's the Druddigon. That's what we want to see in the opening lead. And this is a... Well, again, seeing one of the evolutions would be very nice. That's why some people run a second communication, because it makes it a bit more consistent given how many Pokemon we generally run in the deck. And again, leading the Druddigon is very good here because the Sudowoodo is not really going to do anything because we don't have any EX in play. So not really a threat. Now, if I had more room, I would absolutely throw another Rocky in here. A Rocky would be really good in addition to Druddigon, because essentially if they attack it, they're hitting themselves for 40 due to the rough skin and that ability. Alright, we'll just start pressuring them with the Darkrai. You know the drill. Alright, well. Play the Alt-Art here. Trying to think whether I want to throw this down or not. Yeah, I guess if he has an early game Sabrina, it might be better for us too. Can't one-shot it anyway. And I'd rather him not Sabrina the Darkrai and start hitting me for more damage. He's not threatening a Lucario. He has no Riolo on the bench. Okay, so he burns the leaf. Happy to see that. So he's going to start to bring in the Hitmonlee and try to hit our bench, which is a bit unfortunate, but he will, probably has a Cyrus in hand. Okay, so he's going to try to threaten us through that. It is kind of unfortunate, though. Maybe with Hitmonlee on the bench, maybe I don't want to make that play. Yeah, maybe it's not as smart for us to make that play with Hitmonlee on the bench. Kind of anticipating he's going to attack the bench again. But I really wasn't anticipating the leaf there. But I guess, like I said, with Hitmonlee, we want to be careful what we put on the bench, more or less. Okay, now we definitely don't want to put this down. Okay, so he's getting the Cranidos line on. We won't research here. not gonna really be able to hit with Hitmon for too many turns. Although Cyrus becomes a threat the minute I do. Well, he has Cyrus anyway, but it's easier for him to kill at that point. I still think this is the play. Because I already have Golbat and Crobat in hand. But we can't throw down Arceus now. Probably has the full evolution in hand. Okay, now we can begin to evolve. Okay. Take it out now. He's not threatening Lucario. Marshadow can revenge kill this, but I'm really worried. Could also giant cape that, but it's okay. If he Cyruses it, but then he's gonna know at that point. I mean, if he Cyruses it, he's gonna kill it anyway, so it doesn't make a decision. It doesn't make it any different. But he can't. Crobat's not really threatening anything because we don't have Arceus out. That's why we don't really want to do that, because otherwise he's just going to threaten it out anyway. The problem, though, is I feel like he's just going to win this anyway. Oh, well, actually, yeah. Because we have the weakness, he still hits it anyway. Problem is, if I take him out the Marshadow, he just one-shots us with the Rampardos. That's the problem. And then at that point we lose because it can deal 130. Let me put this down. I mean, that may pay off. I should have set that energy on here. Yeah, I should have put the energy on this one. Okay, he brings in the Rampardos, which I kind of wanted to force in. Okay, so this is fine. Wait, let me think. Actually, oh no, it's not fine. Yeah. Alright, so we'll leave the Druddigon. Starts out with the Bellsprout. Pokeball first, because we definitely want to draw into the evolutions. Darkrai's fine. Nothing else really to do now. Have to wait. Doesn't want to attack, which is fine by us. Just gonna keep deck thinning. Arceus. Okay, that will come into play later on. Right now, we'll just keep powering up the Darkrai. Nothing else really to do right now. Hoping we see either a Leaf or a Golbat soon. I did find the Shaman, that's unfortunate. Okay, so he's gonna start to attack. Not the top deck we want to see, but it's fine. If he attacks, well, no, he has the potion. Okay. I'd love to see a Leaf. A Leaf would be so good here. This is why I love the Leaf in this deck, because Leaf is sneaky as hell. They won't expect it. They'll think they're safe on Druddigon, and then you'll surprising Leaf right out of nowhere, and then you'll one-shot whatever they're bringing in. And there it is! Very nice! Bad setups too. Because I would say the one downside about this variant is it could take a while to get going. But that's more or less why you need the Leaf. Because otherwise they can, if they're smart, they're just not going to attack Druddigon. And if you face like Arceus EX Dialga, they're going to sit on the Healing Shaman. And if they're sitting there on Healing Shaman, then your Darkrai is essentially null and void. So you gotta think ahead there. Alright, I love to see that he found his way into the Druddigon. And he has to start off with the Vault, so could be playing a Gallade deck here. Alright, we do see the Crobat early. Happy to see that. See if we can find the Zubat. Okay, we do. Very nice. And yeah, we'll pot of greed. Why not? Okay, that's fine. Place down the Zubat and the Darkrai. We already have the Arceus in play, which is good. But no need to put the Arceus down yet. Alright. There's the Corellia. And again, what's really nice is Druddigon plays really well into Gallade, because Gallade deals 20 extra damage for each energy attached to your active Pokemon, but you're never going to have any with Druddy on the field. Also, Professor's Research is nice because we can draw into Leaves. Okay, nice. There's the communication. Okay, so now we have this. Communication now. We can evolve. I kind of want to... What's left in the deck? So we have one Arceus. We drew the double Crobat, the double Darkrai. So we have both the Druddigon and that left. So we have like a 1 in 3 chance of finding it, more or less. Show it to me! Show me! Colbat! Ah, there we go. Going as planned. Alright. So we'll just pass here. No need to throw down the Arceus yet. Next turn, we're threatening 50 damage. Yep, there's the Gallade, as predicted. Now, Golbat does have a weakness to fighting energy, so that's something you want to keep in mind. He can deal 70 to Druddy, but we don't really care. The only thing is if he has a Sabrina, that would be the most annoying thing. But I still don't want to, like, forcefully swap in Arceus at that point. I think I'd still rather go in with the Darkrai. But it would be kind of annoying. But then we'd still have to retreat to kind of counteract it a bit. Alright. Anyway. On with the Crobat. Down with the Arceus. And this is where we start really pressing the damage. The question is... Yeah, because 2 could threaten a Druddy on its own. So I think it's still worth it. Then 20. Cunning Link! And this is where it starts to get really nasty, because now we're threatening 50 each turn without even attacking. That's fine. That does absolutely nothing for him. I don't know why he did that. Rocky Helmet doesn't do anything because I could just burn him for 50 without even attacking. Yeah. I was like, why are you Rocky Helmeting? Like, that does literally nothing for you. I'm like, okay. GG's. Yeah. Second game, I learned now, if they have it on the bench, I didn't expect the Leaf. But in the case where they can threaten a Leaf when they have Hitmonlee, we just don't throw it down. It's a little bit of a counter on his part, but 3-1 for the video, super good. Hope you guys love the new overlay. Pokemon stream likely Monday. So again, I'm gonna have a whole schedule out by tomorrow morning on when you can expect Pokemon streams versus Duel Link streams. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all for watching. Bye, YouTube.